econ, and then Russia.
Econ and then Russia.
Counterplan.
Counterplan.
Yep. And then capitalism critique. And then international relations. Just that.
You mean immigration?
No, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Just that.
Whenever you're ready.
Are you ready? So first of all, topicality. We meet because we not all of not all of icebreakers are for military. We are making waterways, which is helping shipbuilding. The Pine Creek waterways where they did not previously exist. Weekly 2005. Just as America's northern interstates and roadways need to be plugged into winter to facilitate traffic, our waters need to sufficient access to remain conduits for water commerce. Our U.S. fleet are using vessels designed with the primary purpose, yet capable of multiple missions. Next, counter-interpretation. Icebreakers vehicles are part of transportation infrastructure. The physical infrastructure system (COI) maintains, cognizant, and provides technical support in the design, operation, inspection, maintenance, and rehabilitation of the existing and future transportation infrastructure, including equipment, vehicles, vessels, and restorations, which include waterways, terminals, intermodal, and network facilities. Our counter-interpretation is better because it provides more variety and more education. There's no potential for abuse. We shouldn't be voting against something we didn't do. And topicality is not a voter because we are reasonably on the topic. And next, on to case. Economy. They say that icebreakers are not key. However, Police External Argument Fellow 2006 says that shipping is kept steaming with Coast Guard icebreakers breaking the way. Icebreakers are key to shipping industry in the United States. And next, to answer their no war, Police External Argument saying that Mead 2009 economy declines causes war. History proves it increases irrational action. And also, our Royal 2010 studies prove our argument decline causes multiple avenues for war to occur. Shocks quit ushering a redistribution of relative power that leads to uncertainty about power balances, increases the risk of miscalculation, and miscalculation causes more war to happen. And next, they say that on shipbuilding, they say that lack of skilled workers. However, we have lacking skilled workers because we don't have enough people buying the ships, and we are buying ships from shipbuilding, which helps the shipbuilding industry. And next, they say oil prices hurt shipbuilding. However, we are getting oil from Alaska, sorry, not Alaska, the Arctic, which makes which solves the oil problem. And next, they say that poor credit rating hurts the shipbuilding. However, the Navy is helping the shipbuilding, and if we buy more, the credit ratings will rise. And on to Russia. Please group all their arguments saying that there is no conflict and that war will not happen. And extend our Tesnery 2012 argument that diplomacy fails and conflict is likely in the Arctic. And also, I'm going to say that the U.S. is already questioning Russian resolve, and that this war could be nuclear. And next, on to counterplan. One, permeate the counterplan, do the plan, and the Alaska counterplan. And next, Alaska Native corporations allocate no bill government contracts to indigenous and are unique to the state of Alaska. O'Hara 2010. More than 200 of the corporations known as ANCs were created by Congress in the 1971 to sell land claims and help improve life for tens of thousands of impoverished Native people. The Pentagon and other agencies have spent more than $29 billion of capacity of Congress with ANC. We can receive deals of any size without competition and do not have to be run by Alaska Natives under rules put next, this leads to Alaskan contracts being susceptible to fraud and general incompetence. FBI 2012, a former program manager of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers pleads guilty to charges of bribery and conspiracy to commit money laundering in a scheme that already illegally involved more than $20 million in bribes, payments, and the upon service steering of $780 million government contracts. Today's bribery and money laundering case relates to one of the largest procurement fraud scandals in our nation's history. Next, ANC's privileges help facilitate fraud. To March 2011, criminal charges were brought against two Army Corps contracting officers. The company is a subsidiary of an Alaska Native Village Corporation. The exploitive and massive bribery and kickback scam involving Alaska National Native corporations raise questions about whether there are inadequate controls in place to prevent fraud and abuse at ANCs and protect U.S. taxpayers. And next, giving business ANC status makes it unfair to non-indigenous competitors. Well, 2012. Business owners said that ANC status is a boondoggle and upstarts other small businesses from beginning to succeed in federal marketplace. They don't have a chance to compete against an ANC product or a word. And next, please extend our solvency argument that the federal government is the only actor that can do the plan. And if Alaska does it, then it doesn't increase U.S. competitiveness as much because it's not the federal government. And next, Next, conditionality is bad because 1, 2AC strategy. Offense and add-ons are impossible because of multiple wars. 2AC outweighs next flex because the ball always sees the next chance to catch up and is our last chance at offense. 2, next flex encourages infinite regression. Multiple counterplans and Ks are just about the logic of conditionality. And conditionality must be relation because otherwise it encourages teams to read abusive arguments without risk. It is not what you do to justify. And on to capitalism critique. Framework. A. Our interpretation is that a firm should be able to weigh advantages of the plan against the critic of the alternative which must be enacted by the United States federal government. B. Validation. They don't allow us to weigh the affidavit and their alternatives is not enacted by the U.S. federal government. C. Vote affirmative. The plan focus. We allow for state of focus for links and comparison of alternatives. The framework makes the future and judge intervention inevitable. Okay, next. Permutation. Do the plan and all non-mutually exclusive parts of the alternative. Next, critiques of Cal are wrong. There's no valuable alternative. Cardin 2004. So university institute, the misunderstanding can be dangerous. Radicals who protest so vehemently against the workings of the free market rightly understood that the advocates string of the goose that lays the golden eggs. We must consider what it is for instead of talking about what ought to be. Conflict and war are the very antithesis of free market principles. The essence of market shape is cooperation. Everybody wants people never start wars of subjugation to extend the volume exchange of goods, and wars of core for fundamental and capitalist reasons. Next, capitalism is essential to wealth generation and poverty reduction. That solves disease, terrorism, and regional conflicts that go nuclear. This is Bill Emmett 2003. A poor country is more likely to have weak political and social institutions, which are then more likely to collapse into chaos or civil war. Forces within and forces from outside are liable to fight to get their hands on resources. Chaos and civil war are liable to draw in their neighbors, risking a wider regional conflict as countries or factories vie to exploit the vacuum left in the collapsing state. Poor and stable countries are also likely to harbor and foster disease and terrorism. And next, on to immigration reform dissent. Transportation bill approves bipartisan support for the plans, LA Times 2012. Congress are in a rare display of bipartisanship sent to Obama transportation bill. The House approved this bill by a 373 to 52 vote, demonstrating the power of pothole politics. Said the bill as evidence was that we can work together. The bill was passed after lawmakers were getting face deadlines. Lawmakers did something unusual. They compromised. And next, there's corporate support for the plan. Hale 2012. It is even more important that we turn attention to revitalizing our critical infrastructure. From our highways, railroads, and waterways, America's infrastructure is deteriorating rapidly, and we as a nation are suffering as a result. A study of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce recently found that our transportation system is so inefficient that we are rapidly walking away, leaving $1 trillion of GDP on the table. We need to modernize and upgrade our infrastructure. The stock is taken. This is not a partisan issue. Next, political capital is not key to the agenda. Dickinson 2009. Political scientists have devised numerous means of measuring a president's influence in the Congress. How members of Congress vote on legislative term items is rarely influenced by anything a president does. This mistakes an outcome with an actual evidence of presidential influence. Once we control for other factors, we can usually predict how she will vote without needing to know what the president wants. Despite most publicized and celebrated instances of presidential out-interesting during the legislation endgame, the most legislative outcomes don't depend on presidential lobbying. Presidential power is an exercise in legitimacy, not arm-twisting. And onto the CalC, please extend conditionality onto the CalC. Thank you.